What is up, YouTube? It is Matt back with another crypto video, and today's video will be around cryptocurrency updates in general, as well as some updates on blockchain technology as opposed to being about a specific currency. So this first article I have for you here, out of the Wall Street Journal, another cryptocurrency exchange hacked for about $60 million. Second article here, out of CNBC, the cryptocurrency Wild West must come to an end, UK lawmakers say. And using the phrase Wild West is definitely a good analogy to peg this as it definitely reminds you of the early days of the Wild West, where trains were being stopped and cargo being stolen by Jesse James and various other criminals back in the day. So this third article here, out of Forbes, how blockchain technology can help power a new 21st century metropolis. And this article does a pretty good job of detailing how blockchain can turn some of our major cities in the world into smart cities. And this last article here, XRP, Cardano's ADA, Stellar, XLM among the 5 cryptocurrencies listed on OKCoin. So as always, if you enjoy this video, hit the subscribe button, hit the bell to get notifications, like it, share it, leave a comment, and let's get right to it. So this first article here out of the Wall Street Journal, another cryptocurrency exchange hacked for about $60 million. I won't read this entire article, as you can pretty much surmise what has happened here. A Japanese cryptocurrency exchange operator said about $60 million worth of Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies were stolen from its platform. This is the latest heist, highlighting the vulnerability of such exchanges. And along these lines, if you are someone that's invested in cryptocurrency, I saw a video, I can't remember who said it, but really if you have about a week's worth of pay invested in cryptocurrency, you really need to consider getting a Ledger Nano S or a similar hardware wallet to store your private keys offline to protect yourself and your investment. And really, you don't even need a week's pay, because just a couple $100 in the future, a couple years from now, could be worth a couple thousand or maybe even more. So it's really just, I know the $100 price is kind of steep, but when you consider the potential upside of your investment, it's as well worth the investment, so that you don't end up like whoever has lost $60 million on this exchange here. So this leads to the article I have out of CNBC, the cryptocurrency Wild West must come to an end, as UK lawmakers say. So UK lawmakers have said they want to clamp down on the Wild West cryptocurrency market and prepare Britain as a legitimate home for the trading of digital currencies. The Treasury Committee released a report on Wednesday that called for the government to address the issues of poor security from hackers, volatile price swings, and anonymity that can aid to crime. A cryptocurrency is a digital record designed to work as a medium of value exchange. It uses cryptography to record and secure financial transactions, the virtual tokens that consumers can buy themselves to be used to make payments. The paper claimed that the British government currently has an ambiguous stance to the industry, which is opening the door to criminal activities as well as a high risk for consumers. And this is a quote here. As the government and regulators decide whether the current Wild West situation is allowed to continue, or whether they are going to introduce regulation and consumers remain unprotected. The committee chairman, Nicky Morgan, MP, added that it was unsustainable for government and regulators to bumble along, issuing feeble warnings to potential investors. The report noted that better regulation could reduce the volatility of the crypto asset, as the price of Bitcoin increased from $6,400 in November 2018 to $17,000 in December of 2017, and then fell back to $7,200 in February of 2018, and has since pretty much traded sideways the entire year, dragging the whole market down with it, unfortunately. Or fortunately, if you're just now investing in cryptocurrency. So lawmakers also suggested that Britain could, as part of regulatory reforms, position itself as the global center for crypto trading. The digital currency exchange Coinbase contributed to the report as part of its work with trade body Crypto UK. In an email to CNBC on Tuesday, Coinbase UK CEO Zishan Faraz, sorry if I ruined his name there, said the UK would need to introduce reforms quickly or risk losing out. And in quote, he's saying here, the UK is in a race with other financial hubs around the world who are also vying to become the world's crypto capital. So it's important that this regulation is implemented as quickly as possible, he said. And nice of him to instill the FOMO into the UK government. I wish certainly that the United States would get more on board with this technology, as I feel like the longer they wait, the more behind they're going to be to countries like the UK or Australia or other countries that are already working on these solutions. Regulation surrounding cryptocurrencies is underdeveloped around the world, and the United States has suggested that the digital assets should be subject to federal laws by considering them as securities. And I wish the U.S. would, again, stop dragging their feet around this technology and around these assets and set out some rules and regulations that can, one, make it more secure for everybody, and two, make it less volatile. So this third article here out of Forbes, how blockchain technology can help power a new 21st century metropolis. And this article kind of compares blockchain technology to Superman and the Justice League. So it's a bird, it's a plane, it's blockchain. It may not have the same ring to it as Superman, but sure enough, it aims to accomplish the digital equivalent. When Superman joined the Justice League, the chances of evil forces or bad actors were able to seize the day were minimal. The same can hold true with blockchain technology as it relates to the 21st century users. So the 21st century superhero, in this case, the blockchain, is the superhero, and the companies and individuals it benefits is the city of Metropolis. The blockchain can seemingly accomplish the impossible by providing solutions to long-standing cybersecurity and efficiency issues, yet its powers can be strengthened by combining it with other technologies and tools such as artificial intelligence and bots. So, what does integration look like for our 21st century infrastructure? A retail powerhouse platform. While a newer technology offers solutions that its predecessors did not, it still may not be able to address every issue. However, when combined with other technologies, the synergies tend to cover more of these problem areas. Strength is always in numbers, and I'm sure the Justice League would agree if they were using blockchain technology to help power the Hall of Justice. Consumers can receive more transparent product information so they know exactly what they are buying, the range of information available, including but not limited to its origin, characteristics, and history along the supply chain. This helps maintain quality control. While there are several projects out there devoted to automated supply chain management and tracking, one company I came across, the OSA-DC, is an AI-driven, decentralized blockchain platform enabling the collection of real-time data from retailers and consumers. The machine learning-enabled system takes all this data to quickly uncover patterns along the supply chain, providing a personalized strategy for that segment. This helps to minimize any nuances or poor behavior that would seek to diminish quality control. Each member of the Justice League has his or her own ability or superpower that makes them valuable to the team. Well, with the blockchain, the power of smart contract technology binds transacting parties to their word, establishing trust on a much higher scale. From a legal perspective, this is game-changing in that parties cannot later claim they did not agree to certain terms and/or provisions of an executed agreement. With smart contract technology, you agree from the beginning. Otherwise, the contract is never executed and/or runs autonomously. Most importantly, with all of these parts in motion, the AI mechanism is able to collect consumer feedback, providing retailers with information necessary to incorporate back into their business model. So the evolution of Smarter Child and chatbots galore. For those millennials reading this, you may remember Smarter Child from your days on AOL or AIM. As a refresher, Smarter Child was a robot that lived in the buddy system of millions on AOL and AIM users, myself included. For many of us, it was our first interaction with artificial intelligence. Smarter Child allowed you to ask for movie times, weather updates, or answers to silly riddles you threw at its way. And that makes me think of Siri and other similar technologies, as Smarter Child was kind of the first product that kind of did this kind of thing. So even back in the early 2000s, when chatbots were all the rage, AOL and AIM killed with this technology. It was the first time users were able to interact with someone or something that could give them immediate answers to questions they asked. Now, Here we are in the 21st century, looking down its family tree to the newly developed chatbots or bots, functioning as simple AI systems that a user can interact with through a keyboard. The conversations are usually fairly straightforward, as mentioned above, but they can also be designed with complexity, having the ability to troubleshoot an issue with your internet service, for example. In 2018, we are past the days of Smarter Child and AIM. Still, it's no surprise that text messaging is still the #1 mechanism for communication. According to a Twilio study back in January, 89% of consumers prefer using text messaging to connect with businesses. So, why are we suddenly seeing an explosion of bots in the world of social media and AI technology? Consumers want to take communication a step further, wanting more than just to communicate one way with a business, having the ability to not only receive information, but the ability to reply and or engage in conversation with the business. This makes chatbots even more appealing. Users are tired of downloading separate mobile apps for everything they need. Users, including myself, want a simple one-stop shop for their weather, sports scores, and any other requests they may have. Users are thinking, I don't want to download yet another application, especially if it doesn't need to be an app, as said by Matthew Hartman, head of the seed investment at BetaWorks, a startup studio in Giphy and Bitly. According to Chatbox magazine, chatbots that operate in various immediate messaging exchange systems are a growing tendency, which does not seem to show any signs of slowing down in the nearest future. According to the study done by Facebook IQ, businesses and their clients utilize the Facebook Messenger platform to exchange over 1 billion messages per month. The research goes on to show that by the end of 2018, 78% of the world's smartphone users will message every month, and that growth is only expected to continue. And by 2021, it's predicted that the global user base for mobile messaging applications will have risen by an additional 23%. So with great power comes great responsibility. Even though Spider-Man belongs to Marvel and not the DC's Justice League, there is still much we can learn from our web slinger. As these chatbots become increasingly more knowledgeable and advanced, they will be able to provide more benefits, making their communication capabilities in various industries seamless. This is all done by trial and error, going through the trials of assisting with customer service requests and marketing interactions. One of the main fallbacks right now is that with the technology is the natural language processing. While it is still rudimentary, the future is promising. Chatbots will eventually be able to understand and respond to complex requests from both prospective and current customers. So, the age of smartopolis. With more companies looking to undertake digital transformations, cities have also started considering what this same process might mean for key issues related to infrastructure, white-collar crime, cybersecurity, energy consumption, and social issues. So, what is a smart city? It's a fair question to ask, but an even more difficult one to answer. It's a broad concept and overwhelming for the average taxpayer who eventually fronts the bill for its associated projects. There is no universal definition of what a smart city is, as entrepreneurs and leaders focus on different aspects of their municipality. But in its barest form, if one were to attempt to define it, it is a designation given to a municipality that incorporates information and communication technologies that provide for the enhancement and enrichment of urban services through the utilization of smart technology. While it's definitely a trending topic in our digital age, the question of how we get there still remains unanswered. Smart cities have the capability of reducing resource consumption using the Internet of Things devices to optimize electricity and water usage, reducing traffic congestion and air pollution through traffic light monitoring, and much more. At the end of the day, the Internet of Things is able to enhance our urban lifestyle, providing for the implementation of distributed computing for real-time data analysis and immediate action and response. According to McKinsey's research, the smart city industry is projected to be a $400 billion market by 2020. That's just 2 years away, with 600 cities around the globe expected to generate 60% of the world's GDP by 2025. A new group is currently working to bring at least 100 cities into a forum with the goal of implementing smart city standards and connecting them with one another for further benefits. The Smart City Forum is a newly launched collaboration of TM Forum, TM Forum members that consists of 7 cities working to help drive the creation of smart cities worldwide. The initial cities with members in the new forum's leadership are Los Angeles, Atlanta, Bristol, Toronto, Vancouver, UK, Lisbon, Portugal, Dublin, and Ireland. And I'm surprised not to see like New York City on that list as well. So this is a quote: "There will be a huge digital divide between the cities that take these innovative steps, such as Atlanta, compared to other cities that resist the change," said by Carl Piva, the Vice President of Strategic Programs at TM Forum. He's quoted again saying, "Those cities will fall behind within a couple years." So Cointelegraph offered 4 case studies on how blockchain, AI, and the Internet of Things connected devices are helping develop the cities of the future. Take Dubai, for example. It's considered to be one of the most digitally progressive cities in the entire world. By implementing unmanned trains, automated sensors, flying taxis, solar panels, and Wi-Fi benches, this is a city that perhaps an avid futurist needs. The Emirates authorities aren't stopping short of its goal to turn Dubai into the first blockchain-based smart megapolis by 2020. So throwing kryptonite into the equation. But at the end of the day, the Justice League has its own internal vulnerabilities. While Superman has his kryptonite, blockchain technology has an enormous energy consumption and scalability issues. And I think this article kind of just looked at the issues associated with Bitcoin, because certainly there are blockchain technologies out there that are vastly scalable and way more energy efficient than Bitcoin or Ethereum for that matter. So like all new technologies, there are always areas to be exploited. As we have seen, the mining process requires a significant amount of energy consumption, but when it's all said and done, a team is only as strong as its weakest link. Blockchain technology is prone to other issues, most notably the human element. We are not fully automated, and because of that, there's a lack of understanding of the true potential this technology brings, making it costly and energy draining. So that's where AI comes in, replacing the human element with automated machine learning to help efficiently power the blockchain in cost-effective ways. We aren't trying to drain the cities of their resources and energy. They're trying to make it better. More importantly, blockchain technology can help unlock the mysteries behind AI, helping explain its very nature. Right now, most people associate AI with Hollywood adaptations such as the Terminator series or the Netflix series Black Mirror. Not all technology has to turn on its creator, given that we understand what we are creating to begin with. Now, it's time we screen our 21st century Justice League and find the best means in which to utilize them. So I thought that was just a good article to go over that explains how blockchain technology can be implemented into smart cities of the future. I know projects like IOTA, they have a project called 2, where they're looking to kind of streamline the waste management services of cities, and that's kind of just like the start of how blockchain can be implemented into mega cities. So this last article here, XRP, Cardano's ADA, Stellar XLM among the top 5 currencies listed on OKCoin. So on the 19th of September, OKCoin announced it has listed 5 new cryptocurrencies on its exchange and now supports XRP, Cardano, ADA, Stellar, Lumens, XLM, Zcash, and 0x. The virtual currencies will be paired with US dollars, Bitcoin, and Ethereum. The exchange further stated that the USA traders and investors will only be able to buy and sell the above pairs securely through the OKCoin's licensed exchange. However, the fiat token pairing will only be available to the Californian residents. And that's unfortunate, as I do not live in California, but it is positive and it's a step in the right direction, and soon these currencies will be available in my state in the near future. So again, if you guys enjoy this video, hit the subscribe button, like it, share it, leave a comment, and I'll see you guys later.